Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yay. I was debating whether I should carry on and do more videos or not, and I kind of just thought, yeah, why not, let's just keep going. So today I've decided I'm just going to do a different video. I'm not going to do a tutorial because I'm going to do that in my next video. So today I'm just going to do like a little bit of a Q&A, so like a makeup Q&A. So let's just get into the videos, the questions. So I put a little question thing up on Instagram. So these are questions people have asked me on Instagram. They are pretty much people I know, yes, but still it's kind of what you guys wanted to know. So best foundation and concealer I have used. That's a hard one because there's so many foundations that I like, so I'm just going to list them all. I love Too Faced foundation, Born This Way. I love Urban Decay All Nighter. I love Double Wear from Estee Lauder. I love the Huda Beauty foundation. So there's just so many, and the NARS one that I've been using recently, which is what I've got on today, I really enjoy as well. The one that I tend to purchase the most is Too Faced Born This Way. I don't know what it is, I do really like it. I love the finish. It never goes all horrible on my skin. It lasts ages, so I do really like it. If you want like a really full coverage foundation, then I think Huda Beauty is really good, but you have to like kind of apply it in the right way, because I feel like when I don't apply it with a sponge like a little bit at a time, it like cracks a little bit, but when I apply it really well, it like is really good and I love it. Yeah, Fenty Beauty is got a really good foundation, but I did actually break out eventually. Like I didn't for ages, and I saw so many videos of everyone going, oh my god, I've been breaking out loads. I did end up getting really bad breakouts, and so I switched back to using Too Faced one, but it's still good. My favourite concealer is this little guy here. This is the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer, super coverage. So it is really full coverage, which I love, because I don't mind having like a foundation that's just like not 100% super full coverage, but then I have a really full coverage concealer. I always feel like they always complement really nicely, and that's what I like. So I do like this bit here to have the most coverage. So it's a really good concealer. Drugstore wise, because there are so many drugstore concealers that are actually really good. I love the Barry M one, to be honest, and the Revolution Conceal and Define one. They're really good drugstore concealers, so if you don't want to spend too much money on this little guy, then check them out. Okay, so which sites are the best to buy makeup from? This one again, like, it's difficult. So I use Beauty Bay most of the time for my makeup, but I use Beauty Bay to get stuff like eyeshadows, to get highlighters, lipsticks. I don't really use them for like facial products, so I don't really use them for foundations, concealers, although they do have Revolution, so they have the Conceal and Define concealer, but other than that they don't have any of the foundations I use or anything like that. But Cult Beauty on the other hand, they have all the foundations I use pretty much. They've got a lot of facial products that I think are really good, but they have less like highlighters and eyeshadows that I like. So, but they're both really good websites. I just think one is better for something and the other one's better for something else, if you know what I mean. But to be honest with you, Boots are really up in their game. I used to never ever buy makeup from Boots anymore, because I just was like, they've got none of the brands that I like. And then now when you're going to Boots, they have like Becca, they have Fenty, they even have Morphe. I think if you go on, I swear they have Huda Beauty on there. Like, do you know what I mean? They have Too Faced. They have so many brands in there now. So a lot of the time I do go into Boots now, and they have the majority of the stuff I want, and then I really only go online for an eyeshadow palette. But But yeah, Boots is really up in the game. Obviously, we can't go to Boots at the moment, but they still are doing orders online. So all 3 of them are still going at the moment because obviously we are in isolation. So can't really leave the house and go shopping for luxuries, but we can order them, so that's great. But yeah, so it just really depends on what you're looking for, but they're like my 3 favourite places to get makeup from. So how do you make your skin look flawless? Well, thank you. I don't really know. There's a few techniques that I use. So obviously I apply pretty much all my products with a sponge. So I apply my foundation with a sponge, my concealer and my powder. I have quite greasy skin, so I do powder pretty much all my face, and I use a loose powder for that. Like, I don't have a pressed powder. I just quite like loose powder, just here, you smile lines, and then I'll buff it with a brush, and I'll get that brush, get the product kind of over the rest of my face. Another little thing that I do is I put my highlighter on before I put my last bit of bronze and blush on, just because I feel like it blends better. When I used to put my highlighter on last, it just didn't look as nice, and it was like harsher lines. So I kind of, yeah, I put it on before I put my bronzer on, and then it just all blends nicely. So that's another little tip, and I've only really been doing that recently, really, but I do think it looks a little bit better. What else do I do? Obviously setting spray. So I don't have any at the moment, so I have run out, so it's really sad. But setting spray, just spray your face, and it kind of like sinks in all of the powder. So if you have a lot of powder on, then it looks less like you have a lot of powder on, if you make sense. So it kind of, as well as it helping your makeup to stay on, it just looks more flawless. And then you can also kind of pat the spray down a little bit, so it really does seep into your skin. So there's a couple little things. Okay, so next question. What do you do to your foundation to match your skin when you're tanned? So obviously, if I think the tan's going to last for a long period of time, then I will just buy another foundation. But if it's like a tan that I think, oh, okay, this is probably only going to last me a few weeks, because let's be honest, I've just only spent a day out in the sun. I'm not going to keep this tan. Or when I go on holiday, if I don't know how dark I'm actually going to be, I used to kind of guess and just go, okay, I normally go like 6 shades darker. Let me just buy 6 shade darker foundation, hope for the best. But then I normally end up getting more tan than that. And I'm like, okay, I've got to buy another one when I leave. So that was really irritating. So now I use this little fella. So this is the NYX Pro Foundation Mixer. You can get it in a couple different shades. So you can get ones that lighten your foundation. You can get an even darker one than this, I think it is. This is an olive one. I love this, and it lasts for so long, because where I was buying like 4 different foundations when I was going on holiday, though, I would always get expensive foundations. So they were like £30 each, and it was just getting so expensive. I can't remember how much this is. I have a feeling it's like £11. I'm not 100% sure. It's not that much anyway. It is NYX, so it is drugstore, so it's not that pricey. I just think this is so good, because it lasts so long, because all you need is like the tiniest bit in your foundation, and it just makes it darker. So if you are going on holiday, you probably will buy a foundation when you get back, if you know that the foundation, like your tan, lasts for a long period of time. But if it doesn't, then this is just great, because as you get in tan throughout your holiday, you just put a tiny drop in at the start, and then just build up your drops, and it's just great. Yeah, really recommend this. It's a good product. How many palettes do you have, and do you have a problem? Wow. Do I have a problem? Yeah, probably. I counted them the other day and I forgot. It was at least 50. I think I've bought a couple more, so I could be about 54 now. So I think I have 54 eyeshadow palettes, and then I have quite a few highlighter palettes too. But just eyeshadow, I think I have 54. I love buying eyeshadow palettes. I can't stress enough how much they make me happy. Like, if you ask my family, what would Jasmine want for her birthday? What would she want for Christmas? Eyeshadow palettes. Do my family want to buy me them? Probably not, because I think I have enough. But it is just what I love. Like, I love buying them. I like to have a big collection. I don't know. I watch collection videos and I'm like, damn, I want all of them. Every one I don't have, I'm like, oh, need that. Don't know why. Love it. It's great. What is your favourite brand? So again, that's like a hard question because I don't have one brand that it's my favourite through everything. There's not one brand where I think I love the foundation, love their concealer, love their eyeshadows, love their highlighters. So I have different favourite brands for like different kind of things, yeah. So my favourite eyeshadow brand is like Be Perfect. Bomb eyeshadows, love them. My favourite, trying to think of what else I like, foundation and concealer and all of that. If I had to pick one place that has good foundation and concealers, Too Faced probably. I do really like Urban Decay because their concealer is really nice as well. I really like that. But yeah, love them. Lip product wise, like Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks are amazing. Fenty Beauty liquid lipsticks are amazing. For that, Doll Beauty, my favourite, what are they my favourite of? These eyelashes. Doll Beauty are my favourite eyelashes. They've got some amazing highlighters. They're actually probably one of my favourite highlighters as well, alongside like Ofra. Ofra have some good highlighters. Like if you want to look like a glazed donut, those two are great. I think Ofra even has a highlighter called Glazed Donut. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Like, I just have so many that I just prefer different things from. I don't have one favourite brand. So that is a really hard question, but there are a few brands that I do constantly buy from. So I guess that they're some of my favourite brands. How did you learn to do your winged eyeliner? Okay. I guess I really just taught myself. Obviously, I constantly do watch YouTube videos, so you do learn some tricks. Like, you'll see someone do something and think, oh, that's kind of cool, maybe I'll try that. And then you just kind of see what works for you. I think eyeliner is something that I have been wearing eyeliner for years. As in, before I even liked makeup, I used to only wear like eyeliner and mascara. Oh my god, it was terrible. Like, don't get me wrong, it was like proper emo-y, thick eyeliner. Weren't the best, not gonna lie. But you just kind of like, from that, like, I kind of just glowed up a little bit. It's still not something that I'm amazing at, but I'm not bad at it. Like, I'm not bad at winged eyeliner, but kind of what works for me is I'll kind of explain it for you. I'll get my flick and I'll flick it up first, and then I'll go in the inner corner of my eye and bring the eyeliner up here, and then I'll kind of just join it and then neaten it all up. So that's how I do my eyeliner. You can try it and see if it works for you, but I don't know if that explanation was good because you kind of couldn't really see what I'm doing, but roughly that's how I do it. But yeah, just kind of learn yourself. Like, you've kind of got to try it and fail and try and fail before you get it perfect. Sometimes practice does make perfect, because trust me, my makeup was not like this a couple years ago. How do you get your makeup to stay on all night? Okay, so it's kind of like a similar question to like my flawless one, similar answers. I guess it's just kind of the way I apply it. I'm really naughty, like really naughty. I never prime. I don't know why, I just don't. Every time I have primed, I don't never really seem for it to make a difference to my makeup. And I'm quite lucky in the fact that my makeup does pretty much stay on as much as I need it to. So I am a bit naughty. I do want to try some more primers out because I really want to try like a brightening primer and all of that jazz. But yeah, I never prime. So kind of like, obviously the things I do is just how I apply it, which I said at the start of this video, how I apply my makeup. I do it all with a sponge and all of that. And the products you're using. So I think a lot of cheap concealers are good, and there are a lot of cheap foundations that are good, but they just never stayed on as long, in my opinion. It might be different for you, they might just work better for you, but for me they just never stayed on as long. So I used to use the NYX foundation, I can't remember what it's called, but that was really good, and it was good for a bit, and then it just kind of like broke out, and it just, I don't know, it just didn't stay as long but like my Too Faced one, I feel like stays on for ages. So I do feel like it's probably the product you're using. Also setting spray, I love setting spray. Like I said, I've run out at the moment, but if I'm going on a night out, best believe I'll be putting setting spray on. So obviously MDK setting spray is amazing. The NYX one's even good too. What else one? At the moment, I've just finished using a little mini one that my friend got me for Christmas, which was from Glam Glow, and that was really nice as well. So yeah, a little bit of setting spray, and it does really make a difference. Not only does it make your makeup look nicer, like I said earlier, but it does actually work. So you just need to find one that works for you. But yeah, try it. So if you normally do your makeup with a brush and it doesn't stay on all nice, whatever, try using a sponge, because you're like pushing the product into your skin. Whereas if you use a brush, unless you're patting it, if you're going like that, you're just moving the product around on the top of your skin. If that makes sense. I mean, that's what I feel like. But if I push it into my skin, it just lasts a little bit longer. Okay, so the next question are what my go-to eyeshadow brushes are. I don't actually have a massive brush collection. I don't know why. It's always the last thing I think about buying. And then I'm like, oh wait, my makeup probably could look nicer if I tried different brushes. But at the moment, I don't know if you noticed from my video, if you watched my tutorial that I done not that long ago, then you'll notice I kept using the Jeffree Star brush collection. So this is a Jeffree Star with Morphe eyeshadow brush collection, and oh my god, I don't know why, I just love them. So these are all the eyeshadow brushes that I used for today's look. So this one here I normally use to like pat on my products, and then these two here I love for blending. So like the smaller one, yeah, this one I normally use for like blending that middle bit, and then this I'll blend kind of the top, and then this as well. This is a great blending brush, but this is kind of the brush that I use when I'm blending out like the last bit of product, and I'm kind of just like, do you know what I mean? So I use this on like the green that I put on today, so it's kind of like that last little shade. But yeah, I just love these brushes. I just think they're amazing. So these are like my go-to. Spectrum brushes do a really good eyeshadow brushes as well, but I've never tried like Sigma brushes or anything like that, and that's obviously what a lot of people use when they do their makeup. I've never tried them, but I mean, I would like to. But at the moment, these little babies are doing what I want them to do, really. So I think they're really good. It's definitely worth buying. I think it was like £40, and I think you got 10 brushes in there. So, but yeah, my go-to brushes. Okay, so the next question is my fave eyeshadow palette. This is an absolute easy question for me. Like, oh my god, of all of your palettes and just kept one, I don't know, if I had to just keep one and I was only allowed to repurchase one palette, it would be this baby. Love this palette. This palette, if it was a boy, I would want to marry him. Like, I love it. So this is the Carnival XL Pro palette. So it's a collaboration with Be Perfect and Stacey Marie. So I did say obviously Be Perfect do my favourite eyeshadows. They do. Love them. I have every single one of their palettes. Love them. I mean, they don't have that many palettes, so that's why I have them all, but I'll like carry on buying them all. But yeah, this is amazing. I'll open it up so you can see what it looks like inside. Is that not just beautiful? Like, oh my god, this is just such a good palette. Like, it literally has got like everything you need. Obviously if you don't love bright colors, then you might not like this palette, but it does still have these, so you can still do like a nice little neutral kind of vibe here. But you have all of these lovely colorful palette, like colorfulness there as well, and you have 3 highlighters, and these highlighters are so good. Like this middle one I use so often. This one I use in the inner corner of my eye quite a lot, and on my brow bone. It's just, oh, such a good palette. It's massive as well. It's like the size of my head. Like, yeah, it's actually what I got on my eyes today, so I'll just like show you that. So it's what I got on my eyes today. I really just wanted to do like a colourful look today. I am so sad. So obviously while filming this, we're in lockdown. I'm filming it on the 29th, I think it's 29th today, and this is the day I was supposed to go on my holiday. So sad, isn't it? So I was supposed to go to Malta to go to Lost and Found Festival. I've been before, it's so good, but this year I was going with my 3 best friends, and it was just going to be like the best time ever. Like, I was so looking forward to it, but obviously not going now, are we? Because we're supposed to be there right now. So I got all upset about it this morning. So I thought I'd do like a nice little colourful eye, because I was like, do you know what? I was supposed to be going to a festival this weekend in Malta. So I'll do a nice little colourful festival-y vibes. So that's what I've done with this amazing palette. But yeah, love it. Buy it. Okay, you don't have to buy it, but it's a good palette. The last question, if you can call it a question, it's not really a question about makeup, was, can I do your makeup? So that's from my friend Josh. So if you know me, which pretty much everyone watching these videos probably do, then you know that I have a guy best friend called Josh, and he's asked to do my makeup in one of my videos. Yeah, so I think that's gonna come. But that's it. That's all the questions. So obviously there weren't that many questions. I mean, I don't have that many followers on my Instagram, so that's probably why. I hope that it helped you in some sort of way. I don't know how, but with what I've kind of told you about my favourite foundations, brands, eyeshadows, I hope that that has helped you. Yeah, in some sort of way. Yeah. So if you did enjoy this video, which I hope you really did, then please subscribe and please like, because that would be fab. That would be really nice. It means so much to me. This is something that I'm so new to. Like, I mean, I'm filming it from my phone. That's how new I am. And hopefully I'll see you soon. I have got a palette review to do soon. I've got a haul from Beauty Bay. Exciting times. Sorry Dad, spent more money on makeup. And I'll probably do like just another tutorial really on something else. I might do another tutorial on like a colourful look. I was going to do it on this look here, but this took me hours. So I was like, oh, I don't know how long people want to really sit there and watch me do this. But if you do want to see something similar to this look, then just comment below or just let me know, and I'll maybe consider it, because I did think it maybe took a little bit too long, but I might be able to do that. But yeah, but thank you so much for watching. Like I said, it really, really, really means a lot to me. And yeah, please subscribe and like, yeah. Stay safe, guys. Mwah. Bye.